and welcome in this new video. In this video we are going to talk about the loop for. The loop for is very useful in Python and you really need to master it because it will allow us to iterate something on a list or a sequence or a data frame. It will really allow us to iterate something on a lot of objects. So it's very necessary to master it. For example, if I create a list named sequence and I want to create a loop for just to print each element of the list one by one, I will use the for operator. Then you need to put the name of a new variable. So as you want, for example, you can put item, but you put what you want. You just need to understand that this variable item will represent one by one each element of this sequence. So for item in sequence, so because we need to tell to Python in which object you want to take the item, then you put a double point, you go to the line, and there is also an indentation because you need to tell to Python that the following code is for the loop for and not in the normal code. So you put print item. It is a really simple example, but in the loop for you can put really that you want. So for example, if you want to do the square of each item, you can do it like this. So as you can see, it's very powerful to master the loop for. So it's essential to master it to work in algorithmic trading. Now let me show you how to do a loop in a range of data. So for item in, and then we are going to use the range function. The range function will allow us to take all the integer number from 0 to here 6. For example, so if I print item, you can see that you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you want to begin, for example, to 6, you can do it just telling to Python that we begin from 6 to 10. So it is really easy to use and it is the most common way to use a for loop. And there exists another way to create a loop, but a little bit more complex, but it's at least necessary to know that this way exists because it is a way to simplify your code, and sometimes when you work with a lot of code, it is some trick like this to have less code to work with it. So we are going to see how to create a loop in a list. So to do it, you need to put first what we are going to do in the list, this part, and then you need to put for item in range 10. Here it's very important to understand that we don't need to put the double point because we need to write this in only one line. So Python has no need to see the double point because this syntax is written only in one line. So if I run the code, you can see that I have exactly the same thing as before, except that here we need to begin at 1. Again, I really advise you to work with the loop for in your way to really master it.